Chris Warren and Brian Voss. So that is an interesting battle. We'll keep you informed. Each of our telecasts will be back on ABC 2 weeks from today, Phoenix.
And the Budweiser Points wind up July 28th in Oklahoma City.
All right. 191-171 victor Bob Handley. Letting his presence be known. Dave Arnold immediately. Here's Dave. Big, tall, lean right-hander, 6'3", 165 pounds. Born in Los Angeles, but bowls out of Mesa, Arizona. A 2-pin.
Seemed very confident over there on the side when I was interviewing him, Chris, as you see his form. Just a textbook style, 4-step delivery, push away nice and smooth, shoulder high, and hits the line very solidly. Look at how steady his head is as he comes through the shot. Good follow through. The result was a 4-pin, but an excellent shot to start with.
Good concentration for the 4. Dave mentioned that he bowled here in a junior tournament, big scratch tournament, and finished 9th and 2nd. And this was his 3rd time as a full-fledged professional. So he's not unfamiliar with the establishment, Bo.
That's sure, Chris. And this West Coast has a wonderful junior masters program where kids from all over the state can bowl and get some experience. As you see, up the lane shot, the angle of Dave Arnold, inside line.
High hit, breaking up the split, leaving only the 3.
Dave Arnold, who is kind of a low-profile player out here, is a very cerebral player. You see him drifting high, breaks up the 3-10 split, leaving only the 3-pin. But he's a very tough match game player, has a good match game face. Get him close to the 10th frame, he can perform.
Second television of 1990. He was 4th earlier this year, you may recall, as we televised the Greater Hartford Open from Windsor Locks. Now Bob Handley, whose last victory was at the Greater Hartford in 1987.
This is the key lane, only 1 strike in the first match in the right-hand lane.
All right, big break. Earlier we asked Bob to tell us the reason for his success on tour this year.
Well, the key to my success is trying to learn something every week through the years, and I've learned some weeks to cut my hook down, other weeks to try to hook it more, other weeks changing balls, changing angles, and the experience just pays off, and I'm able to cash almost every week now, so that's the key to my success.
And Bo, speaking of cash, as Bob left 3-6-10, what do they figure they need to meet expenses out on the tour as professionals per week?
That's a good question, Chris. Of course, it depends on your lifestyle. If you have somewhat a flamboyant lifestyle, like let's say the Billy Hardwick used to have, it costs a little bit more. But I'd say a player can get by with total expenses around $800, and if he plays, let's say, 35 tournaments, you're looking at $28,000 to break even on the tour.
Okay. And that's sharing a room with someone, right?
Usually they share a room most of the time. The best way to go is to get a good traveling companion, drive the tour, work at it, and I think in a way it really helps to be single out here because you're away from home a lot of time.
Right. 3rd frame, spare up. Oh, yes. That was a picture-like strike. Dave Arnold, whom we ask what it would take for him to win. Here's his answer.
For the time I've been out here, I've been learning. I keep learning, and I think I just need to be real aggressive and make good shots, and that'll take me to the winner's circle eventually. Hopefully it'll be there today.
No, that one's sliding by, leaving the 2-4, the man that has a 4th, 2 5ths, and a 2nd. And the 2nd was at Austin, as we look at his mom, who's here to cheer him on. He's a mother of 3 boys, Dave having 2 brothers.
And with the spare, he would trail by just 8 pins.
Okay. We're approaching halfway point of our second game. More of it after this.
Hot fun in the desert sun. It's the Fairlanes Phoenix Classic in 2 weeks on ABC Sports.
Cedar Lanes, the proprietor on the right, Spalding Wathen, and his daughter, Shelley Cox, is the general manager. Father-daughter combination, and very successful, very hospitable. Bob Handley now, 4th frame. And it's a 2-pin on the right lane for Bob. If you just joined us, Bob Handley went against Mark McDowell in the first game and defeated Mark 191 to 171. Mark leaving with a check for $4,500, finishing 5th. All right. Now let's go to my colleague, Nelson Burton.
Thank you, Chris. The man in the semifinal match, left-hander Hugh Miller. Hugh, you see the right-hander struggling, and yet you're on the left side. Is there anything you can learn by their shot?
Well, not really. So far, the high scores haven't materialized. That may change my strategy just a tad. Try and keep the ball straight on line, in play, stay away from big open frames, and hopefully win the match.
Sounds like a very positive attitude. Good luck, Hugh.
Hugh Miller, meet the winner of this game. And that was a 5th frame strike. Bob Handley. Dave Arnold is in good position now. He has a strike in the 5th. He'll be shooting in the 6th and can take a 3-pin lead with a strike on the right lane. Okay, a little correction there. A strike for Dave Arnold in the 5th, and it's Handley that still leads by 7. Look at that shot.
See the line of Arnold playing the inside line on the right-hand lane, driving all 10 pins in the pit. And he's the only player that's been consistent so far on the right-hand lane. And something we haven't seen in a while, Chris, is a player playing one lane, say the inside line, like Arnold.